Hey guys, this is Lauren from My Something Beautiful Life, and I'm so excited because today I get to show you a couple of the new 2022-2023 life planners and a bunch of accessories. I did receive these products for free from ERIN CONDREN, and please let me know in the comments if you have any questions about this collection. This video will go live on April 18th and launch is on April 25th. So you have about a week to kind of decide what you want to get. So absolutely ask any of us so that we can get you all the information that you need so that you know exactly what's right for you. And this year's pretty cool because we each get at least 2 different life planners to be able to show you so that we can show you some of the different designs and the different layouts. There are so many new things to choose from this year, and there's some awesome accessories. I even have one of the gifts with purchase that will be available for launch day, so I'll show you that at the end. But there's just so much fun stuff. And so because I know that there's so much information here, I'm going to try to make this as easy as possible. I'm going to do the planners first, and then we'll do all the accessories and the extras. But I'm also going to leave timestamps either in the description or I'll pin it in the first comment, something like that. So that if there's something specific that you want to look at, you can just jump right to that instead of trying to either watch through the whole video or just try to find it in the video. So those timestamps will be super easy to just click on and get right to the part that you want. And so the 2 life planners that I have to show you, this is the 7x9 Daily Duo, and this is in the Colorblends pattern, which I'm totally obsessed with this. I love all of the patterns. This year, I think they just nailed it. I love every single one of the patterns. It was so hard to choose the ones that I wanted because they have so many beautiful designs. So the 2 planners that I have to show you, this is the 7x9 Daily Duo. This is in the Colorblends pattern. It has the cover and the interior. And then this is called In Bloom, and this is a new layout on the interior. This is an A5 size, and it's the vertical compact. And I am so excited about this, and I can't wait to show it to you. So I'm going to show you the Daily Duo first, and then we'll talk about the new In Bloom A5. The very first thing that I want to point out is the ruler. So we've gotten rulers before, but they've actually changed them up just a little bit. So this is my ruler from last year, and you can see it's a little bit longer. They did shorten them just a bit, and that's because they actually fit on the A5s now. So they just made one universal size, which I think is totally fine. So it will still accomplish all the things that we need it to. I don't think it's a big deal that it's like 1 inch less, but just something to be aware of. They are slightly different than last year. The material itself feels exactly the same. I don't think they changed that at all. I think it's just the length. And I love that they fit in the A5 now. They've made some other changes to some of the accessories, so they will also fit in the A5, but I'll get into that in a minute. But I'm so excited that we have more things that fit in the A5 now. Okay, so this is the Colorblends. So I am always just a total fan of gradients. I think they're beautiful. And I don't even know if you can see it very well. I'll kind of move it around so, because I know there's like the light and the camera reflection. But I think this is super pretty, and so I'm really excited about that. On the inside, you get 2 things with the Daily Duo. First, you get the regular little packet that comes with it. This has, I'll show you most of it. The one thing I'm not going to show you that's in here is there are 2 coupon codes for 20% off your next purchase. So I'm not going to show you those, but just know they're in here. They're right on the back of this card. The other things you get are 2 little gift labels, and I think these are really pretty. This one's got like a rainbow holographic foil on it, and then this one has some gold foil, and it's got the gradient pattern. So those are really pretty. I think these are so pretty. You can kind of see some of the other patterns. This is the harmony pattern, the colorful and the neutral, which I think is so cool. And so that just kind of gives you an idea of what the other 2 patterns are. And then again, this is the In Bloom. So I love those. I always save those and I use them as like little inspiration things. So each life planner comes with that packet. The next thing that you get specifically with the Daily Duo is a coupon code for a free set of covers. So because when you order the Daily Duo, both of them actually come with the exact same cover. And so what they do is they give you a coupon so that you can personalize and customize a second cover. And so know that that card is in there also. The first thing that we have is the beautiful vellum. And I think this just looks so cool. I love the way the title page shines through it, and you can see even that has the gradient on it. It's just so pretty, and I love that they did more with the vellums this year. I think it's really cool that they actually customized each of the vellums to fit the planners. Most of the interior of these is pretty similar to past years. The Daily Duo is a 6-month planner with obviously daily pages. The first thing you get is the 6 boxes. Because it's only 6 months, they just give you the 6 boxes. In the 12-month planners, you will have a full spread of these with all 12 boxes. Then you have 6 months of calendar here for the rest of the year, and these are the months that are covered in this planner. Then on the back, you have all of 2023. So if you needed to plan ahead, you do have this calendar that you can refer back to. The color blends pattern I've noticed is it's a really minimal type of design. You do get the really pretty gradient colors every month, but other than that, you just have some simple text on it. It's really, I just think it feels really clean. I just love that about it. In each month, you get a monthly calendar. And again, I love the fonts they've used. I actually feel like the lines in the monthly calendar, the lines throughout everything, I feel like they're a slightly darker gray. They're still gray. I just feel like they stand out a little bit more than they have in the past. But I think this is really pretty. This would be a really good design if you like to use stickers, because there's like no design on here. All you have is the month at the top, and that would be so easy to cover if that's what you wanted to do. I know in the past when they've had designs that go to the edge, which I think the In Blooms does, it can be hard to add stickers on top of that because you're just trying to cover up the designs. But with this one, there's like nothing there, so it'd be really easy to use stickers. Then again, you have this little productivity page dashboard at the beginning of each month where you have a notes page, and then you have this. I love how simple this is. There's no design on it. It's just the colors. I love the gradient in the stripes though. But it's completely customizable to be just whatever you need it to be. So if you know about the Daily Duo from last year, okay, so this is my A5 Daily Duo. So if you, let's see, when you get to the actual daily pages, each month starts with the 1st. And this one, you can see it actually starts with the 31st from the month before, and it keeps the colors the same, which I love. But there's a really good reason for that, and I'm so excited that they brought this back. So you go through the whole week. Saturday and Sunday have their own day. After each Sunday, you have a notes page again. I remember last year there was an issue where some of the samples that we got had the notes page in it, but then the regular planners for the year did not. And I know I was really bummed about that because I love my notes pages. And I'm so happy because they brought it back this year. They did a survey and they found that more people wanted the notes page. And so they brought it back. And so in addition to your notes pages, you get the one before the month and then the one right here. In addition to these notes pages, you get a whole notes page every week in the Daily Duo. So I just love that. And again, you have the gradient within the lines at the top, but otherwise it's really simple throughout the month. And it's pretty much the exact same layout. They left the little monthly calendar there, which it's not my favorite, but it's not the worst either. I figure we can just cover it up. I thought it would annoy me more than it does, but honestly, I just tend to ignore it. And so for those people that like it, it's a good thing. But other than that, like the layout's pretty much the same. You still have the times from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. You have a to-do list, and then you have this blank section here. So I think that's perfect because it works, and if it's not broke, don't fix it. And then you get to the end of the month, and so it goes through the whole 6 months like that. And then, like I said, you have a second book with the other 6 months in it. So then this one, there's December at the end of the book. So here's the 31st. You have a notes page right here. You have a little bit of note space right here. Here's some heritage and awareness observations, some dates that you can put into your calendar if you'd like. And then you get to the stickers. So one thing I love is that in the Daily Duo, you get stickers in both books. So you get all 4 sheets of stickers. And the Colorblend ones, I am just so in love with these. I love the gradients on them. I think these are probably some of my favorite stickers that I've ever seen ERIN CONDREN come out with, honestly. I think these are just so pretty. I love the happy birthday ones with the gradients. Even the little cakes have that gradient on it. And then how cool are these? Like each sticker on this sheet is completely different because they're all just have different shades of colors. So I'm super excited about these, and I may even buy more because I know that you can buy them separately as a pack. They've done that in years past, and from the information that I have, they're doing that again. So yeah, you can totally get extras of these if you love them as much as I do. So that's the Daily Duo. There's the second book, and I have the platinum coil on this one. And then the next planner I have to show you, which I'm also so excited about because this is a brand new layout. This is the A5 Compact Vertical, which is so cool. So again, you get the ruler that comes with it, and this cover is just so pretty. The foiling on it is just gorgeous, and I just love the colors that they used. So it has rose gold foil, and I have a rose gold coil on this one. You can see the colors of the tabs. They're a little bit different than the Flora. There's some more greens in it, and I just think these are really pretty. So the whole design is very similar to the Flora. They're calling it the sister to Flora. It's just enough different, but it also has a lot of similarities to the Flora style. So then on the inside, of course, you get the same welcome packet with the compliment cards, the gift labels, and coupon codes. And you can see how the vellum on this one is customized for this. And I can't wait to see the ones that they did for Harmony too, because I am just loving their vellums this year. I don't know if you remember, last year, I know I talked about this in the video that I did. The vellums that they added last year were a lot thicker than the ones that they had done the year before. And this year, it's that same really thick of vellum, which I love. It feels so sturdy, like it doesn't feel like it's going to rip, but it's a lot thicker and a lot more sturdy than some of the older ones. One thing that you can see that is similar to the Flora is the script layout. I think it's the same one. It kind of looks like the same one to me. Then you have this beautiful flower quote page, and then you get your calendars that you can see all 18 months at the same time and kind of go back and reference this throughout the year if you need to. And then you have the 12 boxes for the full year, and then you move into the months. So before each month you get a notes page, and you can kind of start to see the beautiful design with these dividers. What I absolutely love is the black outline flowers, and I love how they mixed it with the colored in ones. But just like these sketched flowers, I just think are so pretty, and I love the colors that they've chosen for this planner. So in July, it's pretty much what you would expect at the beginning. You get the monthly calendar, and you can see here how the design does go to the edge of the page. So this is one that would be a little bit harder to use stickers on, but I think this one is gorgeous all in its own. But this is the type of planner that I probably wouldn't do a sticker kit on the monthly, just because I love the designs and I kind of wanted to see those. Then on here you get the same dashboard page. And just like in the color blends, this one's really customizable to just make each section whatever you need it to be. And then we get into the week. So you can see how this is a new layout. So this is the new compact vertical weekly layout. And I love this. For one, I love that it has lines. Lines in a planner are my favorite thing because I have the hardest time writing straight across. And so I love it when they have lines. When I first heard that there was going to be a vertical compact planner, I kind of expected it to be like their normal planners, or the normal vertical planners where they have the columns with the 3 boxes. I kind of was thinking that's what it was going to be. They were just going to be really skinny columns. And so I love that they actually did something different than that. And I'm really excited about this because I feel like this gives you a good amount of space for each day of the week. And then you have some little note space down here. Again, you have the little monthly calendar there. And then it just goes through the month like that. And I just love it. I'm super excited about this. I think this is going to be a great option. This is a layout that is exclusive to the A5. I don't believe they'll be offering this in the 7x9. But this design will also be available for the A5 agenda. So if you have been using that, you can get this design for the agenda too. It doesn't have to be the coiled version. So I'm really excited about that. And then the notes page at the beginning, and it just goes through all of the months like that. And this is the 18-month planner. So this is kind of a little chunky planner here. It's pretty thick, which I'm fine with because I love the 18 months. I just love having the option of being able to start it in July, but then take it all the way through December if that's what I want to do. So I love getting the 18-month ones for that. Okay, and then at the very end, So here's the last day of the year. It does go straight to the 31st, which is pretty cool that the year actually ends that way. That means New Year's will start on a Monday in 2024. That's kind of cool. All right, so then after that, you have some note pages here. You can see there's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you have 10 notes pages, and there's a little tab for that. After the notes pages, so on this page you have the Heritage and Awareness observances. Then you have a Keep in Touch contacts page here. And then you have the future planning calendar for 2024, which is just crazy to think about. And then at the very end, you have this, which I love this color. This like mauve color is just one of my favorites. And then in the A5s, you get 2 sheets of stickers. So the 7x9s get 4 sheets of stickers. The A5s get 2 sheets. Again, though, I love these colors. I love that the stickers match so well with the planners. They've done a really good job this year of keeping everything cohesive. I know last year they had those white stickers, which I thought were really cool, but in practice, like, they just didn't show up very well on the page. And so I didn't end up using them very much. But this year, they've customized all of the different elements to fit each design. So the stickers fit with the In Bloom design here. The pocket fits with it. And then, of course, the vellum in the front. I just love that all of the different things, they just match perfectly. Plus, I love having stickers that match my planner. If there's a planner that comes with matching stickers, I will get the stickers for it because that's just one of my little OCD things. I love it when my stickers match my planner. And then also in the back, you get the perpetual calendar, which these are actually kind of cool. So not only do you have the space for each of the months of the year, or each of the days of the year even, then in the back, let's see, you have important contacts and passwords, and then holidays and dates. And so it's kind of a really good reference guide for lots of different things. So I love that. Then you have, of course, the double-sided pocket with the gold or the rose gold foiling, which is super pretty. So that one is the new In Bloom. This is A5 vertical compact. And I think this year you actually have more options for being able to get the design that you want in the size and layout that you want. In fact, from what I can tell, from what I've heard, the only planner that's coming out that will not be available in all layouts and all designs is the binder. But other than that, the coiled and the ring agenda, you should be able to get the layout that you want in any of the designs. I know A5, both the coiled and the agenda, they do have them in this compact vertical, horizontal, and daily. They do not have it in the hourly, and that's probably the same thing that I was talking about earlier, where it's just really hard to do a vertical column layout in an A5 size. It ends up being really skinny and it's just not very logical. But you do have this compact vertical layout that you can do in either one, and it will be available in all of the different styles. And then of course the 7x9 is available in vertical, horizontal, hourly, and the Daily Duo. And they will be available in all of the different designs. So you should be able to get exactly what you want. So I'm really excited about that for this year. So definitely let me know in the comments, what planner do you think you're gonna get? And let's jump right into the accessories. There are so many new accessories with this launch. The first thing I actually want to show you though is one of the gifts with Purchase that you will get if you order on launch day, I believe. So everyone who is an EC Insider will get to order starting April 25th. And if you're not an EC Insider yet, I will leave a link in the description below and probably right here across the screen. If you go to that link and sign up, then you can get $10 off your first order too. So you can also save a little bit of money on your new planner. But you want to be sure to sign up for EC Insiders so that you get to order as early as possible. Plus, EC Insiders will get 2 free gifts with their Life Planner purchase. And this is one of the options that you'll get to choose from. This is a canvas tote bag in the Harmony colorful design. I just think it looks really cool. I love the colors on it. It says let go and live in the moment. I think bags like this are so useful. It's really nice just to have extra bags like this just for shopping or carrying things to and from work. So this is one of the gifts with purchase that you'll get to choose from if you do order on April 25th. The next thing I'm going to show you, I'm so excited about this. This is the new monthly Petite planner. So I love Petite planners. I use them all the time. And this is actually one of my staples, is this monthly planner. What it is at the beginning, it has, okay, let's see. So there's the title, and you get the calendar overview, and then you have a monthly layout for each month for 18 months. This is an 18-month planner. After all of the months, it goes through, let's see, December 2023. After that, you just have a bunch of notes pages. And I use these ones for work. These are probably my most used of all of the Petite planners. I just love this one. It would also work really well for like a project planning. I just love that you can just keep notes in the back, and it's just like a simple calendar. So this is really useful. In the back, there's a pocket, and it has a sheet of stickers in here, which these pockets come in super handy too. But yeah, I'm so excited about this. I love the Colorblends pattern on the front. It's just super pretty, and I am just loving that. The next thing I have is a new set of the dual tip dual ink markers. I love these. If you saw my review of the notebook and writing tools launch, it was a couple months ago. I think it was in February. If you saw that, then you already know I love these markers. And it's so fun that we have a bigger pack. So here's the colors on the back. So what it is that each marker has dual tips on it. One side is more like a highlighter, it's a chisel tip, and then this side is a fine tip felt pen. What I love specifically about these particular markers is that the colors between the highlighter tip and the fine tip are coordinating. So they're not exactly the same color. These ones are a little bit darker so that you can write over the highlighter part, but I love how well they match together. And I have done a pen test. I will put that up here so you can see what they all look like. These are the perfect markers if you want to color code, because you get so many options and you have both the highlighter and the fine tip pen. So it would make it super easy to color code if that's your style. This pack does have 12 colors in it. The previous one that they launched had 6. And those 6 are included in here, and then we have 6 new ones. So if you haven't purchased the 6-pack yet, I would definitely recommend getting this one instead, because it will give you more colors and it still gives you the ones that were there previously. And the colors that they've chosen are really pretty, and I just love the variety. So that is another new thing to look out for. I know they have some other new pens that are coming out too, and I'm super excited to see those ones too. All right, and then with every Life Planner launch, you know that they always release lots of new covers. So I have 2 of the additional covers to show you. This one is part of the In Bloom design, kind of like the way they had multiple designs for Flora last year. This is one of the In Bloom ones. I believe there's 3 of them, and this one is lilac. I love this quote, and the style of it is just super pretty. Purple is my favorite color, so in general, all it would need to be was purple, and I would love this. But it has the sketched flower outlines, and even the inside's decorated with flowers. And I just think this is really pretty, so I'm super excited about this one. I love the interchangeable covers, you guys. I switch out my cover at least once a month, and I have multiple planners that I do this on. I love the different covers. I love the variety of it. I'm one of those people that kind of tends to get bored with my planner after a while, and I have found that actually just changing out my cover helps so much. Just giving it a different look on the outside, I'm just so much more likely to want to use it. It just looks fun and fresh every time you change it. That's just one of my favorite part about ERIN CONDREN planners, is the fact that you can change out the covers. So this is the other one I have, and I'm also in love with this one. This one is the watercolor stripes, and it does have those softer, more muted colors, similar to the In Bloom and the Harmony Neutral patterns. They do have another version of this that has a little bit bolder colors to it, that they're more the rainbow colors, so that they'll match with the Colorblends and the Harmony Colorful. But I personally love the muted, softer color scheme, and I just love this cover so much. So that's another one of the things that you have to look forward to. Guys, seriously, there's so much fun stuff. I mean, imagine 4 different designs, and they have new accessories for all of them. They don't have every type of accessory in every pattern, but there are a lot of new accessories coming out. I actually have a bunch of those to show you too. So I'm going to move on to some of those. The first thing is another one of my favorites. It's the mini snap-in bookmarks. These are seriously so useful. I put them in pretty much every coiled book I have because they will fit. So these are super useful for not just your planners, but for anything that you have coil books for. Like I have lesson manuals for church and I use these in those. Or sometimes if I'm doing an online course, I will print out all of the pages and I'll spiral bind it. And then I can use this to help keep track of my page in there. So seriously, these are so good in like everything. I think I have like almost every design that they've ever made pretty much. Not quite, almost, but I really love them. And so these are the color blend ones, which of course I am in love with because I love the gradients. I love the color combinations that they choose to put together. This one kind of reminds me of like a sunrise, and this one always reminds me of a sunset, and I just love purple and green together. But these are so much fun. I will probably get more of these ones because these are probably one of my favorite ones that they've ever done. And then this is the In Bloom ones, and these are so pretty with the florals on them. Plus these ones also have the metallic foiling on it, and I think it's rose gold. Yeah, rose gold foiling. So these are, flip that, okay. So these ones are really pretty too. And oh, you guys, I just that sticky stuff is getting everywhere. This is turning out super awkward. Okay, so anyway, yeah, I love these. I love the foiling on them, the little details. I don't know how they choose what part of pictures to foil, but it's always so pretty, just the little accents. Anyway, so here's the new mini snap-in bookmarks. Again, one of my favorites. If I could like tell you my favorite accessories, interchangeable covers and the snap-in bookmarks would always be on top of the list because these are just some of the more useful things that just make my planner a little bit more fun, but they're so functional too. Like if you didn't know about the interchangeable covers, let me pull this one out. The insides are created with these lines so that you can use it as like a dry erase board or a wet erase board. I would actually probably use wet erase because if you use dry erase, it would just get on your page on the front. It would just wipe off. So you use a wet erase marker and you can make notes on here and then just wipe it off when you're done. So you could do like a master to-do list, or if you're doing a specific project, you could make notes for it here. So it's like unlimited note space, which y'all already know how much I love my note space. So this one is lined and then this one is just blank, but I love the functionality of that too. All right, the next thing that I have are these sticker sheets. So these are the same ones that are in the backs of the planners. This is the color blend ones and this is the A5 sheets. So there are two of them. They're so pretty, you guys. I love these stickers. I've probably said that like 100 times just because I'm just in love with these gradients. These are so pretty. This is like perfectly my style. You know how you kind of have like your own things that you kind of lean towards? Yeah, like pastel, rainbowy gradient things. That's kind of my thing. These are just so pretty. So these are the A5 sheets. They will also have the 7x9 sheets. And then here's the In Bloom ones. And these are also the A5, but just look how pretty they are. I love that they're all foiled. And these are so great if you want extra stickers that will match, because I just love the matching stickers in my planner. Plus, if there's like a design that you like, but you don't want to get the whole planner in that design, this gives you the option of just getting the stickers that go with it, and then you kind of have that design too. I think it was one of the best choices they made to start selling these stickers individually. So like I said, these are both the A5 style, and there are 2 sheets in each of these packs. If you get the 7x9 sheets, there are 4 pages in each of those packs. Something too to keep in mind. Okay, let me grab this. Okay, so this is my little sticker album with all my little stickers in it. These pages, I think they fit in here. Actually, I haven't tried, so we'll see. Okay, we'll just stick it in here. Okay, I take it back. They won't fit in the sticker albums. I thought they would. Okay, they are a little bit bigger than that. But anyway, always a fan of new stickers. The last accessory that I have for color blends to show you is the new washi tape. I'm really excited about these two because they now come in a 4-pack. So this is the Colorblends pack. I think I said that already. But there is a pack of these for each of the designs. And they're pretty similar. There's 2 that will be coordinating most with the design itself. So because this is Colorblends, these ones do have a gradient to them. And then you'll have one that has kind of the grid on it. And then one that has this wide stripe with half of it being foiled. So there is kind of a pattern to the different sets, but each one coordinates with the design. I think this is the most washi tape I've ever seen them release at one time, because that's 16 rolls. And in the past, they've only done the sets of 2, and there's usually just 1 or 2 of them. So they're releasing a lot of new washi tape this time, and they're so pretty, you guys. I've seen pictures, and you guys are just going to love them. I do want to lay them out for you. So let's grab this. I want you to be able to see what they look like spread out, because it's kind of hard to tell what they look like on the roll. I haven't looked at these yet. I've been kind of waiting to film this so that I could see how they look too. And they're normal washi tape feel. Like, I know there were some paper tapes for a while that were a little bit different. These ones are just a regular washi tape. Okay, that one's so pretty. Seriously, guys, the gradients. I just love them so much. Okay, and then if I can pull it off, blue and purple. Oh, and there's some green in there too. Oh, I love these. Okay, so there's that one. Here's the grid type one. And guys, there's one that's a grid that's black and white. I think that's kind of trendy right now, but I want it. So here's this one. That's so cool. And then green and gold. All right. This one too would be really fun if you wanted skinny washi to cut it in half, and then you could just use the green or the gold. But anyway, I love those. And look how well they match together. I love how they all look together. I feel like they're usually kind of lackluster when they're on the roll, but seeing them all laid out, I think they're just really pretty. I am going to rip these off, maybe. Okay, we'll pull. There we go. Much easier. See, this is another benefit of the snap-in bookmarks. They are great for ripping washi tape. And then that way I can set this aside. Okay, sorry guys, my camera just cut off, so I probably just cut myself off mid-sentence. Anyway, so the next accessories I want to show you have actually been changed just a little bit. Okay, so the first one, these are the new stylized snap-in sticky notes, which just alone, I'm really excited about these. I love these sticky notes for just pre-planning or just making a quick note. I love that you can keep it in the planner and it's just super easy to have it on hand and you just grab one and write it down. That works really well for me just because if I don't write things down, I forget them so easily. I also love that they included some little smaller ones this time. The ones last time, they weren't big. I'm not gonna say they were big. I was just wishing that there was more little flag type ones. So I'm really glad that they have this one in here. The cool thing is that they have made this so that it will fit in the A5. So here's mine from Flora from last year. You can see how the tab is over here and the snap-in part is on this side. And then here on the new one, the tab is at the top with the snap-in here and it's been turned. So these are the exact same size as they have been previously. So you're not losing any space. All they did was rotate it. And this is just like such an easy change that makes it so it'll fit in the A5 now. I'm also excited that the tab is at the top because I always felt like the tab was getting lost on the side with my months when it was this orientation. And you can see how that one doesn't fit like at all. There's like an inch that it sticks out over the edge. But now just by rotating it, it totally just fits in here so easily. You have the tab at the top, it goes right to the edge, and you'll have your sticky notes right there. So easy, and it will work in any of the planners that you have. I think they might have even created one for the A5 agenda. You'll have to check with somebody who was reviewing one of the agendas, but I'm pretty sure they made the snap-in sticky notes for the agenda too. I'm just really excited that these will fit in all planners and that the tab is at the top. So there's the new sticky notes. And in case you're wondering, there are 20 sticky notes in each pile, and there's 9 different designs here. So lots of sticky notes for planning. The next thing that they did change a little bit is the snap-in dashboards. They have made them a little bit shorter so that they will also fit inside the A5 planners. They stick out a tiny bit on the top and the bottom, which I like that because that just makes it easier to find your page if you're using it as a bookmark. I think that was an intentional decision. And look how pretty this is. Again, it has the foiling on it, just like the mini snap-in bookmarks. You have a space for priorities, a to-do list, and then the little foiled flowers. On the back, you have a weekly overview, so you can meal plan or just do a general overview of your week. I think these are a great idea for the daily planners because then you can have kind of a weekly view with your daily plans. And just like I was talking about with writing on the covers, you can use a wet or a dry erase marker on these. Again, I would recommend a wet erase just to make sure it's not smearing on your page. I've even heard of people using Sharpies and then using alcohol to wipe it off. I haven't tried that, but if you're daring and want to, I'd say go for it. I've heard a lot of people say that it's fine. So I'd definitely be willing to try it. But I love these types of things that are reusable. It gives you more planning space without wasting pages or having your book be 3 inches thick. So it's nice when it's something that you won't need to reference over and over again. It's just a temporary thing. These are perfect for making notes like that. This year, they are also releasing new designer ballpoint pens. Look how pretty that is. I love these pens. They do write really nicely. They are ballpoint, so keep that in mind. But they are a good ballpoint pen. I love the rose gold hardware on it, and it's just super pretty. I know that there is not one of these designer pens for Colorblends, but I think the other 2 patterns both do. I know Harmony Colorful does, and I think the neutral one does as well. This is the In Blooms, of course. That's what most of my accessories are. I love these pens. They're so nice, and the box is so pretty too. I want to find something really cool to do with these boxes because they're such good boxes and they're always so pretty. Another fun thing that they recently came out with, but it's not brand new to this launch, are these magnetic dashboards. So it's very similar to the design of this one, and it is even wet erase, dry erase like the laminated ones, but instead of being laminated and being snap-in, it's actually a magnet. And it's really sturdy. I was surprised at how strong the magnet was, how thick it was. These are really good quality. The magnet's strong enough that it will hold multiple pages in between. And this is a smaller option if you just needed a little bit of space. I know these also work really well for the A5 agendas. This is just another option if you wanted something a little smaller. I think these are really cool, and it's so pretty with the In Blooms design. It even has the foiling on it, so that's really fun. And then, of course, we also have a new Planny pack. This is one of the ultimate Planny packs. I think that's going to be their default style from now on. I don't know if they're going to make the original style anymore, but these are the same price and they're just like a newer upgraded version. First of all, this is the In Bloom style, which is so pretty. I love the cream in the background. I think that's a really good contrasting color for the flowers. And then the back of it has, it looks rose gold. It's actually even just more pink than rose gold. But for those who are familiar with the original Planny packs, there used to be a pocket on the back underneath the elastic strap. Now that pocket is on the front, which I love because I kind of forgot about it when it was back here. Also, the zipper will zip around 2 sides now, making it easier to get your pens and accessories in and out. And there's also these 2 pockets now sewn into it to help keep everything organized. So that is the new Planny pack. And I love the rose gold zipper, and I love the, I think it's like purple. It's kind of like a pinkish purple around the edge, but that's so pretty, and I just love the Planny packs. And the very last accessory I have to show you is the new In Bloom sticker book. The sticker books are always one of my favorites too, and I love how pretty they are on the outside, because who just doesn't want to just keep looking at that? So inside you have 12 sheets of stickers. They are all foiled. Some of them are on regular matte paper. Oh, it opens that way. I was expecting it to flip upwards for some reason. Anyway, yeah, some of them are on matte paper and some of them are on kind of more of a washi type paper. So these flowers are on more of a washi paper. So they are kind of transparent, if you can see. And then you have some more functional ones. I love that they're functional stickers, but they make them pretty too. They're not just plain colors. They have the designs and the foiling on them. Here's some labels. More labels, and they switch between the different foils. So this one has silver foil, this one is rose gold foil. This is another one that's on that washi type paper. Here's some more boxes. Oh, I love this one. Nice little to-do list. Some more flowers. And of course they're all coordinating with In Bloom, and they're just so pretty. Okay, and then this one's washi too. So a lot of the decorative ones are on the washi tape paper. So those are really pretty, and I'm so excited about this. They have one other sticker book coming out, and that is in Harmony Colorful. And they have some really pretty stickers in there. I've seen a brief glance of the inside of that sticker book, and they have some stickers like, okay, so this one, their decorative stickers are these flower outlines, and the one that's in the back, the little leaves. The decorative stickers inside the Harmony Colorful is like these little tissue paper strips, and there's like a few of them overlapped, and it looks really cool. And so I definitely want to check that book out too. But that's everything I have to show you today. I'm so excited about this launch. There's so many fun things coming out. I'm really excited that you will have the option to get the design that you like in the layout you want, in the size planner you want. For the most part, there's just so many options this year to get exactly what you want, and I think you guys are just going to love this launch. There's so many fun things. So remember that launch day is on April 25th for EC Insiders and the 26th for general public. Everybody who orders on those 2 days will get a gift with the purchase of their new life planner. At least one, if not two. EC Insiders get 2 gifts. And if you're a Rose Gold Insider, you actually get another option that you get to choose from. There's just so many fun things going on. But if you're not an EC Insider, make sure you sign up below, because first of all, you'll save $10. So that's an added bonus. There might even be some other things that you can do, like following on social media, that can get you extra points that will save you even more. So I definitely recommend utilizing that if you have not signed up yet. For right now, because these products aren't live, I will link to the preview page below if you want to go see the details that ERIN CONDREN has released. I also have a blog post with tons of pictures, so many pictures of everything. So check that out too for more details. And of course, if you like this video, I would love it if you gave it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more planner videos. I love you all. I'm so excited to share this launch with you, and I hope you all have a fantastic day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. You have the Heritage and Awareness Heritage and Awareness So here you have the Heritage and Awareness observances. Why is that so hard to say? Anyway.